Warning, this podcast still contains Arya Stark and stains.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the Seen on TV podcast for Doctor Who Season 9, episode, I'm pretty sure it was 6. Dom, did you write, was it 5 on the title screen? It's 6.
It's 6.
Like, live editing.
We got it, guys. We did it.
Okay, we're going to restart the broadcast now.
6. The Woman Who Lived. I'm your host, Cleo, and with me I have Rachel.
Hello.
Erica.
Hi.
And Dom. That way.
I'm muted. Hi.
Hi.
Dom is on the ball today.
I'm a mime.
Gosh, Dom, you're just so spot on. We've got this. So, we just sort of, like, jumped in this episode, like, in the middle of just robbing dudes. And the doctor's like, hey, what's up? I'm looking for a thing.
This
Don't bother me. Don't worry. I'm not
Don't
here.
worry.
this was a
This is
really
my robbery.
this was a really, really good episode, and I'm gonna be honest, I didn't realize until the very end of the episode that Clara was not in it.
We talked about it last week, too. We're like, yeah, it doesn't seem like Clara's going to be in it at all.
Yeah.
Well, it even mentioned that it's like, yeah. Well, normally the person who stops me from doing this stuff is here and slaps me in the head, but she's not here, so I'm gonna keep going.
Yep.
When did he say that? I don't remember that.
It was right during the whole beginning of the show where it was like,
Yeah.
this is my robbery. It's like, oh, don't mind me. How were you talking to me? I wasn't paying attention. I really wasn't paying attention that time. I meant to though.
I
Go
know.
ahead, I'm listening.
This is normally when someone slaps me in the face right about now, but she's not here, so
Someone
she's off
else.
taking her personal time. I forget what he says she's doing. Some kind of vacation.
I thought she was teaching.
Yeah, she looked like she was teaching.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't understand, like, that logic makes no sense to me. Like, oh, she was teaching. But he's in a time machine. He can take her and travel back so she only feels like she missed 1 second.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
but
that doesn't make sense
he's
to me.
He's getting better at doing precise time, but he's not good at it.
Yeah, I
No.
guess.
That's true.
That is true.
She's lucky he got there to pick her up after school.
Exactly.
Well, remember how marveled everybody was when he was able to precisely materialize at that exact point. It's like, oh, the doctor's getting better.
Yes. He's getting better. He's
That
not
was
there
last
yet.
episode,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's-
No, I'm sure once he gets, like, very good, the TARDIS is going to knock him down and be like, no, you don't get to go wherever you want.
No. Sometimes he doesn't. Sometimes she takes him where he
Yeah.
needs to be. So
Yeah.
he has
Or
no
she knows better and tries to get him out, but she failed.
Oh, yeah.
That-
Or he'll like, okay, we're going here, and they end up somewhere else. And they're like, why am I? This is not. What was it? Yeah, it was with Donna. They're like, Sunny, they're all dressed for the beach, and here they are in the snow.
That was with the Ood.
Yeah.
The Ood. I miss the Ood.
Yeah, they wanted to be in the beach. Yeah, so the doctor's not exactly in control half the time.
Yeah. I mean, that even happened with Amy. They were trying to go to Rio.
Yep, it happens with everyone at least once. I mean,
I dressed for Rio.
yeah.
Now, was the actress, what's her name, Melise Williams? Is that
Maisie.
Maisie?
Easy.
Maisie, was she supposed to be Zorro this episode?
No, she was.
Reminded me more of a Robin Hood that never gives to the poor.
Gotcha.
If
Steals
Robin
from the
Hood
rich
kept
and keeps
everything
it for
for
themselves.
himself.
Yeah.
Although I
The
hope
nightmare.
she'll be more of a Robin Hood.
We don't know. She has a plan. She's very creepily keeping it to herself.
She definitely has a plan, that's for sure. But I found her voice changing, like, to sound like a man was very impressive.
Mm-hmm.
Sounded like a really burly dude.
I think it was a voiceover, but I
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
But-
really?
I would be more impressed if she could actually pull that off. Was what I was getting at.
Yeah.
You don't say.
The character can pull it off, yes, but
I'm just doing the voiceover too, you know.
Yes,
It just sounds a lot lower than what it normally does in person. you
right.
know. Computer trickery and all that.
yeah,
Yeah.
computer.
But yeah.
So
This isn't my real voice either.
It's much higher.
So when the
Okay.
So when she reveals herself as who she is, the doctor says, "Oh, what a coincidence!" It's like, Doctor, you don't believe in coincidence. Why would you say that? Is that just a thing he says?
I think it's just.
I do like how they fit in that little 5-second teaser clip they put out months ago. I like how they fit that into the episode. You know, that whole "Hello, old man."
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's you. They literally just put that into the episode.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It was kind of weird at the first. It was like, she's like, I don't remember that.
Yeah.
I don't remember. And at the time I was like, she doesn't remember. Maybe it had something to affect her brain.
Yeah.
Or maybe she's just pretending she doesn't remember. And the more that it went on, I have the more inkling that she's just she remembered, she just doesn't want to remember.
Yeah, the explanation she gave kind of made sense in the setting, like in Doctor Who, but
Yeah.
it sounded more like a cheap excuse and not
Yeah.
a real. It's like, oh well, you know, infinite lifetime, normal human-sized brain, some stuff just gets pushed out. It's like,
That's interesting. I don't know if she's lying. She could be telling the truth.
I don't know. She was very sneaky in this episode, so
Oh.
I got the feeling. I just got the feeling she's been through so much hardship, and she hasn't found someone that was worthy of the extra life.
Mm-hmm.
That she made herself forget, or she remembers, but she just doesn't think about it.
Yeah, I mean, I liked her a lot last week in the episode, and I despised her this week. So
I still loved her.
they did a really good job with the character for me, because for them to flip script like that on a character that I actually enjoyed watching to a character that I enjoyed hating, you know, like, that's really good writing to me. So
Yeah, she's pissed off.
Mm-hmm.
She's mad, and she's gonna get back at him. And this is not the last we've seen of her. So
Yeah.
and I'm
we're gonna
glad.
find, and we're gonna find. We are gonna, and hope they do. I'm pretty sure they will. We'll find out what those missing pages are.
Now, is she still involved in Game of Thrones?
Yes.
so.
Okay.
I
Well,
don't know. I don't know
yeah.
if she's dead yet.
Everybody's dead on that show.
Did they kill her
They
yet?
just don't know it yet.
Yeah, I don't care whether her character is alive or dead, because her character could be alive and she's not involved with the show anymore. But, you know, I was just curious if she was still on the show.
I'm pretty sure she is.
Okay,
There's no evidence that she wouldn't be coming back next season.
got it.
But she has. I mean, that they've been off for a year.
Because they've really been, like, they were pushing her, like, where she was pushing the Doctor, rather, like, oh, let me come with you, let me come with you. And it's like, I'd actually enjoy having her as a companion.
Yes.
Yeah.
But 2 immortals would be just really, like he says,
Yeah.
they couldn't
Well,
do it together.
It wouldn't be the first time.
No.
Yeah,
it would-
well,
And I was very disappointed that the only one he mentioned was Jack, because he's not the only immortal that the Doctor's traveled with.
Right.
Well,
travel with his,
the others
his
were first
granddaughter.
Doctor. Yeah.
No, I know, but
Yeah.
this season, like we talked about last episode or 2 episodes ago, that they're really still referencing old Who, and I'm just surprised that he didn't mention them.
Well, he doesn't mention his granddaughter a lot. It's like, I think it's a sore subject.
But there was he
Yeah.
traveled with another Time Lord, Time Lady. Well, I forget her name. The Fourth Doctor a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and there was the time where he was going to take the Master with him.
Yeah.
Back in Tenet days and make that trip. So.
Yeah,
But like you said, the references to the old Doctor, I really like what they're doing with this Doctor. Like I'm growing to love him more and more. as this goes on. Like last season, I didn't feel as connected to like everything.
That's what they do to you, and then they'll yank the rug right out from underneath you.
Yeah, and it's
change
just
the
like,
doctor.
because I haven't watched anything past or anything before the 50th anniversary episode. Like that, I started there. That's I've watched every episode since. But like I've kept up on it. Like I know what's going on in terms of, because I talk to a lot of people, a lot of our friends and stuff that watch the show, and I always hear about the bow tie and the fez, and there's all that stuff. And now we got the sunglasses and the guitar and the t-shirt. It's like,
I'm loving the guitar.
Oh, the guitar is great. The guitar is great. So it's just like, it's a new staple to add to the Doctor, and it's just, I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
I didn't see enough Capaldi cosplayers at Comic-Con. I was still a little disappointed.
It's because Capaldi is still in that iffy stage for a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's like just starting where people are accepting him now.
Mhm.
Well, the
'Cause
last season didn't do wonders for his character, and
No.
now they're finally actually starting to make decent Doctor Who.
Well, and people, and a lot of the other doctors, when they regenerated, they gained their memory back a little faster than he did. And he was still stuck on why he chose his face and why he chose this, and whether or not he was a good person, and he was questioning himself, and that's what that whole first season was basically like, him finding himself
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
Yeah. So people don't like that. They wanted it instant and then go on, but it's not how they wrote it.
Yeah.
No, I don't think they wrote it bad, but I just,
No.
I like how we had that transition of him just being the grumpy doctor, pretty much all last season, to like the transformation this season. It's just like the lightheartedness, the guitar. Like I cannot tell you how much I love the guitar,
Right.
and it doesn't seem like Capaldi is like a master guitar player by any means. Like, I almost feel like he learned it recently, and I don't want to say like he learned it for Doctor Who, because that's probably not true.
I have no idea.
But you could see he still knows how to play it, and I'm pretty sure everything that we're hearing is actually him playing. I don't think they have a stand-in
I don't
playing.
think so. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't done much research into his like past acting and what if he's learned.
Because the guitar, it's not amazing. Like if they were gonna dub in somebody else playing, it would probably sound a little bit better. And this one clearly has its flaws in it, and I think that's what's charming about it, is because it is flawed. And I really like
Just
that.
like him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to bring it back to a Shielder who actually doesn't go by that name anymore. She didn't even recognize it when the Doctor said it.
Who's that?
Lady Me.
Oh well,
She calls
apparently-
herself me.
Yeah.
Just talk about that
She
first.
didn't recognize it. She may have, but she may have just been like playing it off that she didn't.
Yeah.
So we don't know for sure.
I don't know. You think she's lying? I don't think she's lying about that.
I think she is.
Because
It's-
we've also never seen a normal human live that long.
I don't know.
It's
I
kind
think
of like if you have a friend, like say in high school or whatever, and you don't see him for 20 years, and then you call him by a nickname, they're like, I haven't heard that in forever. Just that kind of reaction. And
So
Oh,
then she's like,
take-
that's not
take-
me.
20 years and make it like 500.
800 years.
Yeah.
She was like 800 years old.
Yeah,
800.
I mean,
Yeah.
if I ever had triplets, I'm gonna name them me, myself, and I, just to really confuse people.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was sad. Yeah, and I mean, she has her whole life in books. Like, there's so many books in her library,
Mm-hmm.
and they're all just her journals.
I don't know. I think she writes them down, maybe not to completely forget details, but maybe make herself really remember why she's pissed off at the Doctor.
Yeah, but when you're writing that much, is she actually going back and reading it? Like,
She said she is.
She does.
that's a lot of reading. I
Well,
mean,
you don't read all of it. It's just more like grab a random book. Oh, hey, that's what I was doing then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, but
I mean, I guess she is reading it because there's pages missing.
yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, her reason for tearing it out, is legit. But then well, the reason why I left that is to remind myself never have children. Well, than what was on those other ones.
Yeah, what did she... And does she even remember what was on the pages she ripped out?
I think she does. I think she has them. I don't think she did anything. I think she ripped them out and probably put them somewhere.
Oh, that's a good point. But the face that she had when he was like, well, what was on those pages was the face of, I know exactly what was on those pages. That's, I know why I ripped them out. There was a purpose for that.
Yeah, so that's what makes me think that she remembers. She just chooses not to remember.
Yeah. She's weird and methodical, and I really like that about her, because she says, if you put this amount, like she did this whole, spew all this math. She's like, if you put this amount of hours into something, you can master it. Clearly she's not only smart and dedicated, but she is persistent. Mastered everything she's wanted to master.
It's... Yeah. We don't know exactly what she's wanting. She wants to be taken from this life. When thinking that if she goes in space and travels, it'd be better. It's not.
She just wants different. I really don't think it's even in her mind about being better. She just doesn't want to be there anymore.
Oh, I understand that, but she think. Well, I think she doesn't want to be there anymore. She thinks it will be better if she left. But I don't think it's not going to be. No matter where she goes, she's going to feel lonely unless she faces the real issues.
Yeah.
I thought the doctor was kind of being mean to her when he was talking about the future. It's like, well, it takes a day to get to Kent. Well, in the future, you'll fly. Well, that's like 1,000 years from now. Thanks.
Yeah, the doctor understands living that long, but he doesn't understand having to wait. The doctor's never wait for anything. He wants to go to a place that has flying cars. He's just gonna go there.
He doesn't have that empathy button. That's why he had the cars.
Yeah, his character was not there.
He clearly missed October 22nd or October 21st. Sorry.
Yeah.
So.
Although they did put in a slight Back to the Future reference in there. I can't remember.
Yeah, what was it? I remember thinking that.
It's like I remember hearing it. Oh, it was the Hill Valley thing, wasn't it?
Oh, I don't remember.
I can't remember now.
I seem to remember something about Hill Valley now that you mention it.
I can't remember what exactly it was. It was like,
but it was like,
wasn't it an address or something? Hill Valley.
Yeah. Yeah, it was like, what was it? 85 Hill Valley Road or something like that.
I remember seeing that. I was like, oh my god, that's awesome.
Yeah, so it was like a little tiny Back to the Future reference.
Yeah.
It's like, that's a good thing to put on this weekend.
Yep.
Yeah, it was the right timing too.
I'm 100% think that was intentional. Because they know when these are going to air, so.
Of course they do.
Of course. And it was interesting to say the least. And then her friend.
Sam the Swift?
No. The other one, the lion.
I called him the Cowardly Lion. That's
that guy.
Leandros.
No.
I did. I was like, I'm just waiting for him to break out into song.
So the artifact that they both were trying to steal was an alien artifact called the Eyes of Hades, which is from a Greek myth. And I love that it was just like, yeah, sure, the Greek myths came from ancient Greece, but what if they came from outer space first? And as soon as the doctor said that, I was like, oh my god, yes!
Well, they were the gods in the sky, so you never know.
Yeah, and I like that we got two different mythologies in these two connecting episodes. That made me so happy. But Leandros, that name comes from, and I forget what exactly it is.
It sounds familiar.
It's from I think it's a Greek tragedy.
Yeah, it sounds
Leandros and Hero. They drown. It's, obviously never ends good. It's Greek.
Just like the yogurt.
Huh?
I like Greek yogurt.
Just like Disney's Hercules.
It never ends good. It's just like Greek yogurt.
I like Greek yogurt.
Perfect analogy. But yeah, it's definitely I was trying to I was looking up after. I was like, Leandros, what's the super deep connection not really so much a super deep connection, just that it was a Greek. I don't even think he was a hero.
Mm-mm.
Just
But I have to admit, the makeup artist that did his face, amazing job.
good.
So awesome with, he was able to talk and it was like moving the right way. And it was just amazing.
Yeah.
And who here was surprised that he breathed fire?
Yeah, he breathed fire. I was like, what?
Not only does he have laser eyes, he breathes fire. What the fuck?
Into what?
Didn't surprise me at all. It was like anything they could have put into him, it wouldn't have surprised me because he was like an alien pretending to be a lion. And it's like, oh,
Was he pretending, or was that just what his species looked like?
I don't know. But
I don't know. All I kept thinking was like he has his own laser pointer, so he could play with his kids.
I was just thinking, there's no place like home.
I know. Hey.
There's no place like home.
Hey, in this episode, they specifically said no puns and no bad. The doctor.
Isn't Peter Pan in the next show I'm in tonight? Not this one. All right.
No,
Yeah. Peter Pan is on Heroes.
Oh, that's what. Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't realize that's what you were talking about.
Yeah, meta reference.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't know. I just found it interesting. She was talking about how, well, not talking. He was reading about an episode out of her diary about her love and she had to watch him grow old and come back. And he thought she was a ghost, and then she goes and said that no one was worthy of having the med kit.
Yeah. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe she married and
she did have kids, obviously.
Really loved him.
Immortality is going to change your life no matter what. Your perspective, your personality, it's going to change everything. Like, you're not going to be the same person. If you get to watch everyone that you've ever known, grow up, get old, die, you're gonna stop becoming as attached to people. Like your emotion, because you can't get attached to anything because it's all gonna get ripped away from you. You don't have a choice in the matter. So, yeah, and then she's gonna have a fascination with people who are like her, like the Doctor, which is why she wants to keep traveling and stuff like that. And also has to do with that photo at the end, but
Just think of if her kids would have survived and started, having grandkids and stuff, she would have had like the way generations expand, she would have had like thousands of people and still be checking on their lives and stuff. So
Yeah.
it would have been weird.
But she would have had to fake her death like she's already done before.
Yeah. They thought she was a witch. That was amazing.
Yeah, luckily I could hold my breath. What? She's immortal. Can't she just die and come back?
That's kind of what she was talking about. She didn't have to breathe.
Oh.
Was that what she was talking about? Because the Doctor said she could still be shot and killed. It's not like...
Yeah, but it's more like, okay, you know how when you start suffocating, you start drowning, you're dying, and your body is actively being repaired, so she's not dying.
Okay, all right, yeah.
So it's not that she doesn't have to breathe, it's just that she didn't breathe, and, whatever damage got fixed.
Yeah. That's funny.
I cured scarlet fever for them, and they deemed me a witch.
Right.
Yeah, some thanks that is.
No shit, right? But I did like the character Sam.
I loved Sam.
Sam was
funny. Obviously at first he was dead.
When we first met him, that was funny, and then the Doctor, no puns. Oh, banter. Banter's even worse. As soon as he said no puns, the first person I thought of was Dom. I was like, no puns.
I liked it. I liked at the end when they started doing that gallows humor. And it was like, okay, this is actually kind of funny.
He's a stand-up comedian.
Right.
Yeah, but I was getting a little sad. I'm like, they're gonna hang him, and he's, doing his bit.
Did you guys hear about the man who entered a local paper's pun competition? He entered 10 puns in hopes that at least one could win, but unfortunately, no pun in 10 did.
I knew that was going to end badly.
I was going to end badly. I don't know, when she put, the med thing, and then, but the whole entire time they're saying Sam Smith, you know, so it's just like, for some reason, this character seems very familiar to me.
Sam
So-
Swift.
Yeah, so I don't know.
Yeah?
We've seen him before, or I don't know. His character seemed very familiar to me.
It could be you're having deja vu. Maybe you're remembering things in the wrong order. It's somebody that we haven't
That's-
been introduced to yet.
That's
Maybe.
kind of the way Doctor Who works. You just remember the things in the wrong order.
Yeah,
Yeah. Premonition is just a memory that.
that's what it was. Premonition, not deja vu.
No. But yeah, I don't know.
memories
I
that
have a
haven't
feeling.
happened.
I don't know. I just have a feeling that we're going to see him again, possibly.
I'd like that, especially if
He'll be a
the
stand-up
doctor was
comic.
saying- Doctor was spewing stuff like, "Oh yeah, him dying, you know, it zapped the energy of the thing. He should just live a normal life." She's like, "You're full of shit." And he's like, "Yeah, I am."
Basically,
He
yeah.
doesn't know. So Sam probably is living just as long as me is. I can't call her that. A shielder.
Ashilda, yeah.
A shielder is.
But yeah,
Yeah, I would love to see him in like the present day.
Well,
he's a stand-up
you know-
comic and stuff.
I would love that. Oh my god.
You know we're
That'd be
gonna
hilarious.
see her again
Oh, of course, yeah.
because
Dude,
they
right?
they pretty much laid it out as like, well, you're the doctor, you're the guy that fixed everything and then leaves. I'm the one that's gonna take care of the things that you break when you show up. Yeah.
And how many? She got to him like, how many Claras have you killed? Kind of thing. How many Claras have you left behind and
Yeah.
I think
lost? And it's just like,
I think her and Martha are gonna be really good friends.
Oh, that'd be amazing. Will we see Martha
Probably-
again, please? Maybe.
Probably won't
No.
ever see it.
no,
I love
Martha.
I love you, Martha.
We probably
I
won't
love-
see it on the show, but
Yeah.
they in canon and in the history, they will probably be really good friends. Because that's kind of what Martha does too.
Yeah. Yeah.
I did like the mentioning Captain Jack.
Yeah.
I did like.
I need to go back and watch that again because I heard it, but it was more like I didn't really get what they were saying.
He won a moral because Captain Jack was immortal.
I wonder, because as soon as she said, "I'm gonna take care of all the people you leave behind," I thought, does she found a unit? Does she found some sort of like? Do we know
Well-
who founds unit? Do we know
No.
the founder of unit?
We know
No.
who founded Torchwood. We know that.
Yeah, that
Because-
we know.
Technically, in Doctor Who, UNIT was a section of the United Nations. But then after Doctor Who been on for however many years, the United Nations asked them to change it, and so that's when they changed it to Unified instead of United Nations. So technically, it was just founded as part of United Nations. It wasn't like a special thing like Torchwood or something.
Yeah, but maybe the secret founding's gonna be Ashilda.
Yeah.
I don't know. She seems to be.
I love it.
She seems. He's like, I'll keep my eye on you. It seems like it's the reverse. She's keeping an eye on him
Yeah.
and Clara and being creepy as hell.
I mean, I feel
Yeah.
like we're probably not going to see her for a little while. I think we're going to see her again in the finale. That's my guess.
Yeah.
It probably end up being like a River Song thing. Like it just shows up sometimes.
Whenever, I would love that. I would love if she just whenever showed up.
Well, when does Game of Thrones come back?
March.
Yeah, not till the spring. Doctor Who will be over by
April.
then.
Beginning.
Well,
of
yeah, but I'm just seeing if they're starting to, depending on what her schedule is. When are they starting to? Have they started to film? Whether or
No,
not.
not yet.
I'm pretty sure they film on different cycles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's the only reason why she can do this is because
Yep.
they counteract each other.
Yeah.
So I hope, and I'm praying that I'm sure she'll be back, and we'll find out a little bit more about her plan. And
I also want to see more Greek ancient myth space aliens. More. It wasn't enough. And it's like they opened the portal and the ship started shooting, but I didn't see the ships. Like, were the ships just so tiny?
Yeah, they were too far away.
Way too far away. I did not get enough space. Do
You
not
want
get into Greek aliens.
You need Greek. You want Greek in every. I mean, we got Greek mythology and Doctor Who and in Once Upon a Time. So
That's true. I
we
started
got it
thinking
all.
I'll rush this episode.
We have it all. But yeah, no, I think all in all, this is a great counter to the first one. And like Dom said, it was amazing how they changed her character to where you don't trust her now. You don't trust her. You don't trust what she's doing. You know.
She was so sweet and innocent last week, you know, and that just.
You mean 800 years ago?
Yes, last week was 800 years ago, and like I said, immortality will do that to a person. You know.
Well, we did see the change, like at the end when they were swirling around her, not looking her. You know.
Go back and look at yourselves. Picture yourself 20 years ago. Are you the same person?
I was
20
personality wise.
Yeah.
I know. I'm just saying.
No.
20 years ago, I was 20 something.
Picture yourself 5 years ago. Picture yourself 5 years ago. Are you the same person personality wise? Probably not.
I stopped mentally growing at the age of 23.
There's gonna be similarities. You know, there like some stuff is gonna carry on with you, but even things you may have had an opinion on 5 years ago is gonna be completely different now. Some things will be the same. Other things will be completely different. So imagine that across 500 years.
800.
She's 800.
1,000 years.
Yeah.
Couple thousand.
Things like
of course she'll get jaded because you see so much death of people you love and care about.
Exactly. Things like family that used to mean like the world to you is not going to mean anything anymore. You know, friendship, loyalty, like that stuff means nothing.
Yeah. And Rachel, you said something about like not trusting her. Now, after talking about it at the end of all this, I feel like maybe because she was like, Doctor, we have to help these people. What have I done? And now I'm thinking, did she actually care about those people? Or was that just a ploy to like?
She was just, or maybe she was just,
him into thinking he made an impact.
She might have been like, oh crap, this guy's not going to let me go. He lied to me. He pissed off.
It could be.
I got to stop this because it's not going the way I wanted it to go.
Yeah, that's true.
The way I saw it, the way I kind of read it was she had this character in this shell built up of me, and there at the end when she's like all the stuff started going down, that kind of broke away and the real her came out like unintentionally.
Yeah, I mean she might have it might have been true. She might have cared, but then afterwards she's thinking, you know what? I've been going about this the wrong way. You know, kind of switch your plan up a little bit.
Yeah.
To make him trust her and, kind of thing and work her way. I don't know. She has something going on. I don't fully trust her.
Yeah. I can't wait to see though.
But I still find that picture creepy as hell.
Yeah, she's just chilling. Like, she knows the picture's being taken, like, just locked with the phone.
No, what's funny is that...
You guys ever do that? You guys ever do that? You notice somebody taking a picture somewhere and you're in the background and you just, like, stare at the camera and smile?
No. You want to know what I do? I do this.
Photobomb.
Photobomb face.
She actually looked like in the picture she was from the 80s. It was really... She had the jean jacket on and the hair. I don't know.
Decades behind on clothing. What's a decade to her, really?
It's true. I don't know, but I do that all the time. Like if I'm at Disney, or last time I was in California, like anywhere people are taking pictures like all the time when you're seeing it. So
ruining
you're constantly
family photos, Dom.
I'm not like jumping in and going whatever. I'm just I turn and I stare right at the camera and I just go, or I make some dumb pose. But nothing that's like ruining the photo because I'm like way in the back. I'm like
something that can
I'm
be
not
cropped
like
out.
Standing over the family like, hey guys, let's get a group picture. Like I've done that too, but I don't do that as often. I was just
gonna say that actually.
I don't do that as often.
All right. Well, next episode is called the Zygon Invasion. Humans and Zygons are disappearing, and far below the streets of Britain, alien pods are growing in secret caverns. And we're gonna get Osgood back, the unit lady scientist.
We're gonna get like
Yay.
2 or 3 of them. So
yep.
Yeah.
Well, we know there was a duplicate, and there was that treaty that they could be there as long as they didn't do anything, you know, a la they can, you know, be human form and live as, you know, I mean, there was 2 Osgoods and there's 2 of the other lady. I can't remember what her name was, the blonde chick. But yeah, so
They're
now
gonna-
something's happened.
They're gonna be like the Patton Oswald of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yep, they are.
Right.
Oh, that'll be great.
Just they're everywhere. There's just so many. We don't know how many there are. There's just hundreds of them.
Where's your lanyard?
It's upstairs.
All right, Rachel, where can the people find you?
They can find me right there at Savannah17 on Twitter and at Savannah on Twitch.
Erica.
Yay. At Erica Reigns 7.
Yay.
Yay!
That was so enthusiastic. I love it.
Dom, where can people find you?
You can find me down below at Phenomenon. PHENOMEDOM.
Do.
Phenomenon.
Do.
You can find me at Cleomoto on the socials and on Twitch at The Cleomoto. You can find all of us at ASO TV Podcast on Facebook, Twitter, Gmail, Google+, and right here on YouTube. Follow us for some more podcasts from some of your favorite TV shows. Till next week, bye-bye. In time and space. Space.